song, please?
Yes, we aspire
pursue our mission to provide an education that's clearly second to none. Yes, we aspire to build a future and a better Anguilla. We take seriously our call to duty. Yes, we hail the ACC, and we shall never lose our focus, that spirit, intellect, and purpose. It is an honor to work together, serving our community. Yes, we aspire to shape the future. We salute the ACC, and we shall never lose our focus, that spirit, intellect, and purpose. It is an honor to work together, serving our community. Yes, we aspire to shape the future. We salute the ACC.
Kindly bow your heads with me as we pray. O Holy Father, Creator and source of all wisdom, we humbly give you thanks and praise for our gathering here today. We thank you for the support and love of parents and the families. We praise you for the years of learning shared here at the Anguilla Community College, for the wisdom we have acquired and the growth we have experienced through lecturers, mentors, staff, and one another. Send your blessings on us as we honor students whose curiosity, diligence, and scholarship have brought them honor and success. We know all that is good comes from you, as generous gifts and overwhelming signs of your love. May we learn to be as generous as you are, dear God. Inspire us, we pray, to live lives dedicated to your service of educating this nation, of spreading your peace and holy justice. Thank you for your presence with us in this time of celebration. These mercies we ask in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, our Lord, now and forever. Amen. You may take your seats.
Good evening. Honorable Acting Premier, Ms. Deanne Kentish-Rogers, Honorable Leader of the Opposition, Mrs. Cora Richardson Hodge, and other members of the opposition, Permanent Secretary, Social Development and Education, Dr. Bonnie Richardson-Lake, and other permanent secretaries. Chief Education Officer, Mr. Bren Romney, other education and government officials. Deputy Chair of the Anguilla Community College Board of Governors, Ms. Avan Gums, past and present members of the Anguilla Community College Board of Governors, faculty, staff, institutional partners and supporters, well-wishers, and recipients of certificates. Good evening and welcome to the 2022 recognition ceremony of the Anguilla Community College. The recognition ceremony celebrates the success of Anguilla Community College's students who have taken courses for personal and professional development over the last year. This evening, I have the distinct pleasure to introduce to you the chairperson for these proceedings. This evening's chairman is a past student of the Anguilla Community College. He graduated as valedictorian of the ALHCS 2012 Form 5 cohort and as Island Scholar from the Advanced Level Group. He is also recognized for sitting the most CSEC examinations ever attempted in a single examination period in Anguilla. He graduated with 17 grade 1s and 1 grade 2 at the CSEC level. His performance at the CAPE level was equally impressive. As the 2014 Island Scholar, the chairman for this evening was granted a full scholarship to study at a university of his choosing. He chose the University of Bristol in the United Kingdom and graduated in 2019 with a Master of Engineering degree in Computer Science with first-class honors. Since his return to Anguilla, the chairman for this evening has been very busy, both in the public and private sectors. It is important to note that he exemplifies exactly the ethic that the ACC's recognition ceremony celebrates, and that is lifelong learning and continuing personal and professional development. Our chairman has been certified in parliamentary governance by the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association and McGill University, and is currently an elected parliamentarian representing Anguilla's island-wide district. He also holds other certifications such as open water scuba diver, advanced level scuba diver, and will soon begin working towards being certified as a rescue diver. Students, guests, please welcome our chairman, Mr. Jose Vanterpool.
Good afternoon, all. Before I get into my welcome and open remarks, I just want to commend our student who would have just sang the ACC school song. Now, as I stand here tonight, I find it an honor and a privilege to be the chairman of this evening's proceedings. As the ACC school song would say, it's an honor to serve when the call is made. So when the call is made upon you by the ACC, as undoubtedly it will in the future, we expect you to answer that call and to do it willingly. Now, some good and some bad news coming out of that wonderful rendition of the school song. I had no prepared remarks, but I knew exactly what I was coming to say. However, I was so stunned, so bewildered, so caught up in the moment in the school pride that all of that went out the window. So we're going to have to wing it this evening. But nonetheless, I have to say that every time I hear that song, it inspires within me a pride to know that I am a past product of this school. I stand here this evening. I put on this tie deliberately earlier. This is the tie from the University of Bristol, my alma mater. And it's a tie that I put on whenever I'm going to an event of significance, or one where I want to, hold esteem or lean upon the institutions that have built me to where I got today. And the same way that I view the University of Bristol in that high esteem, it leads me to two thoughts as it relates to the community college. First of all, I don't have an ACC tie. So if the ACC does have a tie, we need to get that fixed. And if they don't, we need to create one. I want to have the ACC tie so I could have been standing up here in uniform tonight. But secondly, and most importantly, it is the ACC was one of those institutions that would have set that solid foundation that would have later been built upon through life experience, through further educational studies. It is a foundation laid at this institution that helped build and mold me into the person that I am today. And for that, I will be forever grateful to the Anguilla Community College. Now, as much as I pride myself in being a young person, or calling myself young, this afternoon brought to my attention that it's been over 10 years since I did my first course, because your first course can be your last. If this is your first course, we expect to see you back. But it's been over 10 years since I did my first course with the Anguilla Community College. And even though it's been a while since I did my last course, I have never for a single moment since then not felt like a part of the Anguilla Community College family. So as I stand here this evening, I don't stand here feeling as a chairman, but as a member of the family, looking upon not only new members, but returning members who have seen the importance in this institution, but more importantly, the importance in developing themselves personally and professionally. For that, all of you deserve a round of applause. So, it is my task this afternoon, my task, and I have to say this because Dr. Quealy, who was one of my debate coaches, would always tell me that I would mess up ask and acts and task and tax, so saying that again, the ACC, still cognizant in my memory whenever I speak. But it's my job to welcome you all here this afternoon as friends, family, well-wishers and supporters of not only the Anguilla Community College, but of most importantly, the guests of honor today. The students who would have seen the importance and the value of education, of self-development and professional development, and who have not only seen the value, but who would have acted upon it, and taken the opportunity presented by this prestigious institution to be able to further develop themselves today. So I bid you all a welcome and a congratulations to the students who today are being recognized for not only taking that step, but for doing it successfully and for with excellence. Welcome to you all. So, looking at the theme for this evening, every step counts, I had a few thoughts that came to mind. The first thought of which was, when I think of every step counts, the saying that the journey of 10,000 miles begins with a single step comes to mind. And with that being said, I think in life, we focus on the goal, we focus on the end destination, and sometimes we see it as too far. Sometimes even if we see it out of reach, we still make that brave decision to embark on that journey. But what is important is not only the destination, but more so the journey itself. Every step is not only important and critical to getting you to your final destination, but every step is meant to teach you something, meant to have something for you to experience, and meant in itself to be an experience to be enjoyed. You are here this afternoon because you have taken steps along your life's journey. You are nowhere near your destination, and where that destination may be, maybe you don't know. I certainly don't know. And even if you think you know, it probably isn't where you think it's going to be. And that's the importance of enjoying not only where you're going to get to, but every single step along the way. When I think of the journey of 10,000 miles, two journeys come to mind. First of all, the journey of life. We are here today. We don't know how long we have ahead of us, but every day, every decision we make moves us one step further along that journey. As it pertains to the journey of life, equally so to the journey of education. It is never over until the day we die. I'm reminded of a quote that I heard. I can't remember from where exactly, but as it relates to education, it states, "The day we decide that we have learned it all, the day that we decide that there is no more to be gained from knowledge, the day that we close off our minds to education and advancing, is the day we die a death before we die." No matter how far you go along your journey, no matter how much you learn, there's always something to be gained, always something to be learned. As you look at yourselves, at your daily lives, there's always a way, no matter how good you get, how far you advance, there's always a way to be better. And you should, as individuals, seeking to be important contributors, not only to society, but in your own personal lives, you should strive to be better. Every day, do something to be better physically. Do something to be better mentally. Do something better to be spiritually better. And do something better to contribute to your community. And remember that contributing to your community means contributing to the ACC family when they make that call. With that being said, we are here tonight to celebrate this point in your journey and to congratulate you all for the excellence that you have done in getting here. But please be reminded that even as we celebrate tonight, the journey is not over. While we commend you for making the steps to get here tonight, we equally encourage you and in fact admonish you to continue that journey. Continue striving to want to advance yourselves personally, in your education, in your professional life, or even, as I've recently come to learn in scuba diving, doing things for fun and just for the challenge of it. Life is a journey. Enjoy it. Thank you all for coming here this evening. Moving on in our program, I was warned to be brief as much as we're here to have fun and to celebrate, we're trying to keep it short today. I invite the Deputy Chair of the Anguilla Community College Board, Ms. Avon Gomes, for some remarks. Please welcome her with a round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. In adopting the protocol already established, on behalf of the Board of Governors, we express a special good evening. As a leading institution in the region which promotes quality teaching and passionate learning in an ever-changing global environment, the ACC understands the value of every step. We have vowed to cater to the needs of the community through the delivery of an array of high-quality programs and services in an environment which promotes innovation, open access, and lifelong learning. To empower students through the acquisition of skills, knowledge, and values to contribute meaningfully to the development of Anguilla, the region, and the world. Today, we are fortunate to gather here to celebrate the steps you took, the scholars of the ACC, and have successfully taken and will continue to take that will chart the paths of success for the ACC and most importantly, your destinies. Truthfully, whether we become entrepreneurs, hold executive positions, raise families, and influence future generations, every step counts. Oftentimes, we are blinded by the distractions around us and have totally missed the true essence of what it means to live a life of purpose. Let me let you in on a little secret. To live a life of purpose doesn't mean living in the past or the future. In actuality, purpose is found in the present, the now, every step you take. May I encourage you to take 3 steps within every major step in life. Number 1, conceptualize your vision for tasks and understand the significance. Number 2, prepare for the task. Number 3, fully execute the task. Valuing each of these 3 steps is necessary to fulfill life's major steps. The ACC is committed to being here for every Anguillian, no matter what stage or age, when ready to take the next step. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Avon Gomes. Again, that's the Deputy Chair of the ACC Board for your remarks. Can we get another round of applause for her, please? Before we move on, as is customary with all of these ceremonies and gatherings, it's never complete without one. Could the driver of PA 596, that's the driver of PA 596, please move your vehicle. The school security needs to get out urgently and you're blocking them. Again, that's the driver of PA 596. Before moving on to the next item on the agenda, I would have recognized and congratulated the students who are here this evening for the hard work and for the fact that they have reached this milestone. But reflecting on my own journey and acknowledging the hard work and even being privy to some of the conversations that take place behind the scenes, there was one year that I was supposed to be the lecturer for one of the BTech courses, so I would have completed the training with some of the teachers who have been at the ACC for some of them since their inception and some of them who have been accumulated along the way. I would like to take this time to recognize and congratulate not only the students, but the teachers, staff, and faculty at the ACC for their hard work and dedicated efforts as it relates to training our students in Anguilla. Now, I know the ACC is not a perfect institution, as none is. There will always be more that we can do, but that comes down to the partnerships that we make, the resources that we put in, and we as the community, the support that we give to the Anguilla Community College as an institution. But I have to say, with the resources that you've been given, limited as they may be, I can say that the staff and faculty at the ACC wholeheartedly care about their students. They care about the development of each and every one of you, about offering courses that match your expectations, but also the needs of our community. And at times, even if they have to go and lean on their own resources to do it, they go the extra mile to ensure the success of the students who pass through the ACC. So the success of each and every one of you is a testament to the hard work that comes from our staff and our faculty at the ACC. Not only should they be commended, but I would hope that each of you will go to your lecturers, go to those who have personally weighed in on your development and on your success, and thank them for the sacrifice and the dedication that they have made. So with that being said, congratulations to the staff and faculty at the ACC. And moving on, I would like to welcome members of the Dance Factory who will present to us a presentation in dance. Please welcome them with a round of applause.
They said you wouldn't make it so far, and ever since they said it, it's been hard. But never mind the night you had to cry. They said you would never let it go inside, and you were since they said you know exactly what you want and need. So believe. and you never give up. You can reach your goal. Just talk to your soul and say, I can, I will.
DJ, pull up the track there, please.
They said you wouldn't make it so far, and ever since they said it, it's been hard. But never mind the night you had to cry, 'cause you had never let it go inside. You worked real hard and you know exactly what you want and need. So believe, and you can never give up. You can reach your goals. Just talk to your soul and say, I can, I will. I know my dreams are real. Oh yeah, I'm going there. That's why your goals are just dancing in your soul. And you know that your moves will let them show. You keep creating pictures in your mind, so just believe they will come true in time. It will be fine. Leave all of your cares and stress behind, and just let it go. Let the music flow inside. Get all your pain and just start to believe. Never mind what people say. Hold my head high and turn away with all my hopes and dreams. I will believe, even though it seems it's not for me. I won't give up. I'll keep it up, looking to the sky. I will achieve all my needs. I will always believe.
Let's hear it for the dancers of the Dance Factory. So before I move on to the next item on the agenda, I got two quick stories that came to mind as I was sitting down, listening to the song and hearing the performance. First of all, that song brought back a lot of nostalgic memories. Personal experience, when I was in grade 4, I had a cousin who was in grade 6 at the East End Primary School. And a couple of friends in that friend group who was graduating that year, and this was their graduation song. Not only did they have to learn the words to sing to it, they had to learn it to dance to it. So, imagine this, you got a bunch of young fellas together, but we all dedicated to learn this song, and we all rocking out to this song over and over on repeat for like a week or two leading up to that graduation. Until then, every time I hear that song, it brings back memories of that graduation and, chilling with my cousins and my friends. The second story, and this is a true story. So knowing that I was coming here tonight and I didn't have any prepared remarks, I convinced myself that this was okay because of a recent experience. And this experience took place at the recent dedication of the new Adrian T. Hazel Primary School, where the president of the Parent Teachers Association, who I see with her prepared remarks tonight, no pressure on you tonight, but that evening she had prepared some remarks and she went up and she decided she was going to wing it. So I don't know if she can actually come up and read them remarks or if she can just go off the cuff. But she did such an excellent job, I commended her after, and that gave me the confidence to know that I could come up here tonight and just talk. So no pressure at all added. But with that being said, it gives me an honor, and it's a personal privilege to welcome to the stage and the podium not only a fellow member of the ACC family, but somebody who, wherever I does see, does greet me as my cousin, Miss Cara Gums, one of our awardees this evening.
Well, thank you, Jose, for such a wonderful introduction. No wings today, no wings today. Good evening, everyone. Please allow me to adopt the protocol already established. It is a privilege to have been asked to deliver some words of encouragement to this, the second annual student recognition ceremony of the esteemed Anguilla Community College. When I was asked to do this task, I didn't think twice because I felt special. I felt important to know that the ACC see it important to hold a recognition ceremony outside of the regular graduation to recognize and celebrate those of us who are not enrolled in any associate's degree program, but who nevertheless took the time to do short courses. Guys, look what they have done for us. Ladies and gentlemen, the theme for this evening's ceremony, every step counts. I find this to be a very simple but profound theme, especially as we are living in a microwave society, especially that we are living in a world where information is made available by the mere click of a button, and where the gratification is in order today. And people are growing more and more impatient about the rate in which success is achieved. We see this play out in our homes, in our workplaces, in religious and social organization, in politics, and of course, in learning environments. It is true that sometimes things can be accomplished in a short space of time. But what happens when things does not go as planned? When something stands in the way of your success plan, and you are set back by months, years in your life? Unwanted pregnancy, family crisis, crazy work schedule, or you did not get the loan that you bargained for. What do? Sadly, some of us fool ourselves in believing that goals are achieved, are happening at a particular way, at a particular place, and at a particular time. But we must understand, we must stop beating up ourselves and living miserable lives because something did not happen. I am here today to remind you, and as Jose quoted earlier, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And that is from the famous Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu. You're welcome. Mind you, with each step comes fear of failure, frustration, disappointment, hardship, tears, setbacks, step backs, and even temptation to quit, to give it all up. But allow me to take you on a personal journey of my steps I took and how the ACC short course helped to groom me to where I am today. A few weeks ago, on February 5th, I officially launched my business, KS Professional Services. Thank you. That was a huge step for me, but it did not happen overnight. It started with many steps, some big, some small. Some even made me stumble and fall. But I refused to stop. Perseverance is the art of winning and the biggest and most important step to take. I always kept moving. At the ACC, my first step was to sign up for supervisory management. I know I want to own my business someday, and I knew that I had to supervise people. I don't have a degree, so I took the simple step to this course. The importance of this was to understand how to manage emotions, people, situations, time, and other resources. This connected to my next step, human relations. Every day we work with people of different backgrounds, cultures, attitude, and behavior. It is important to understand each individual. We can only successfully lead people if we understand how to adjust our style of leadership based on different personalities. As I continue to level up, I step into events planning and management. Then, because I recognized in order to grow more, I have to experience some kind of discomfort. I stepped out of my comfort zone and I did hotel reception and sales. Thankfully, this helped me to understand the environment around my workplace, and I was able to relate to staff differently. We all know life has conflicts. And what's the best way to understand, to deal with it? Well, to take a course in communication for professional conflict resolution went a long way for me. This helped me to understand and decipher the many challenges I encountered. No business can survive without money. We all know that. And knowing how to manage it and keep track of it is important. Here is where I venture to take my next step, fundamental of accounting. I also took a step and enrolled in Wine and Spirits Education Level 1 Awards. This was my favorite, not only because I love wine, because I was able to assist and help my clients, friends, in choosing good wine. But you know what? As I kept stepping, I realized that I lacked some knowledge and skills on how to make myself, known through word of mouth or product placement. I need to know how to get my business out there, how to get me out there. And here is my next 2 steps coming. Knowing that the world has evolved so much in technology, I believe that having some kind of computer skills is instrumental. A course in applied information technology for hospitality industry was definitely a step in the right direction. I felt accomplished. I knew that I had increased my knowledge and know how to use a computer much better. So what next? I knew that getting my name out there would take some advanced marketing skills, which I gathered as I take the next step into how to research and plan a marketing campaign. This was a very timely, time-consuming, but fun experience. The most recent step was a step I took merely not only for me, but at the end goal to ensure that I am equipped with the tools and the skills to help the people around me to grow. And so I gladly signed up my way to become a certified hospitality department trainer. It is always good to have knowledge, but it is definitely better to pass it on. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so thankful that I made use of the opportunity that the ACC provided me with the steps to step up my game. I encourage you to do the same. It's important to note that no one step is greater than the next. All eventually help to put you at a higher level. So don't worry if you can't afford or don't have the time or family commitments to get your bachelor's, your master's degree, your associate's, or whatever degree. Take the baby steps. As Peter Cohen rightfully said, there is no giant step that will do it. It is a lot of little steps. With that said, I wish to congratulate all of you receiving certificates this evening. I also take the opportunity to thank the ACC again for celebrating our achievements, for putting a value on the step that we have taken to do the short courses, whether it is just to top up your knowledge, your skills, or to advance in your career, or to build your profile, or to pursue higher education. Let me end by saying something. The ACC is on the move. More is coming, and I encourage us to take advantage of it. So, as our only college on Anguilla, don't let it go to waste. Keep on stepping. Grow you. Keep on stepping because every step counts. And I am not done stepping yet. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gomes. Keep on stepping because every step counts. The ACC is on the move and we all gonna be on the move with it. That's right, right? That's what I want to hear from the students. So, Cara, thank you for that wonderful presentation. I have to say, it got me thinking of a lot while I was here sitting listening to you. I'm going to try to touch on a few of the key points, but I'll keep it brief. First of all, you say that when you got the call about presenting tonight, you didn't have to think twice. No, you ain't had no choice. And that's the attitude that I want all of us in here to adopt. When it comes to the ACC, it is our duty. When the call is made, we will answer it. Our nation will get out of the community college what we as members of the community and members of the ACC family put into it. So when the ACC makes that call, don't think about it. Unless you really can't make it, you got to be there. Adopt that mentality. Two other things I want to quickly touch on. I thank you for highlighting this point. I remember bringing it across to some students at a past sixth form graduation. There are many different roads to success. There is no single defined road. And while going through formal education, tertiary education, achieving degrees might be the way of success to some, while there might be proof to show that it might make the road to success easier, depending on what your definition of success is, it is no way a requirement or a barrier to your success or your potential. Some persons, school and tertiary education, research and studying, that is the way, that is the path. If that is your strength, play on your strength. But let's not fool ourselves, it is not for everyone. There are different types of learners. There are practical learners, persons who learn through experience, persons who certifications may be better suited towards than actual formal study. And don't make yourself feel like a certification makes you any less than someone with a degree. Certifications out there are paying much more than a lot of degrees nowadays. I would have graduated after studying 4 years in a formal university setting, the traditional way, and achieved a master's degree. Within 2 years of me graduating, Google announced that they are offering 6 months online courses. That if you complete these online courses within 6 months from the comfort of your own home, you are more qualified now than me to be an engineer for Google. The point that I'm trying to make is there is no single way to your success. Play on what is available and take advantage of what is available. And as it relates to the Anguillian context, as it relates to the Anguilla Community College, that is what is available to us. This is our opportunity, and these are good opportunities. It's going to be on us to grasp the opportunity and to capitalize on it. What we get out will be equivalent to what we put in. And finally, before I move on to the last part, Cara, you would have mentioned the doors that your certifications would have opened for you. I can testify to this. As was mentioned in the bio, I was certified in parliamentary democracy and governance. This would have been a step that I would have taken when the opportunity was presented to me because I knew I wanted to pursue a path in politics at the time. Now, I didn't always know I wanted to get in politics. But when I decided to, and the opportunity presented itself, it's like, take the opportunity at hand to be able to equip yourself. And you never know what doors will be opened through education, through these certifications, and through grasping these opportunities. Even though that I took that certification to better enable myself to contribute to Anguilla, it opened doors where I got to facilitate and provide sessions for the Parliament of Belize, the Parliament of Montserrat, the Parliament of Jamaica. And the clerk recently reached out to me and let me know that the CPA is requesting that I apply for an upcoming opportunity. Hopefully, let's all pray, cross the fingers that it comes through, which would involve me traveling to Australia at the end of next month. Now, none of that was something that you perceive going in. So the point is, you may not see where the end goal is now, but grasp the opportunity because you don't know what doors, windows, whatever might get blown off, it will open for you to where your destination and your journey will actually lead you. So enough of me talking. As I move to present this next person, it gives me great pride because as much as we all know her as our teacher, because she has been instrumental in the education of a lot of us, she's my teacher. This is a teacher who, when I stepped into her class in third form, I told her straight, I don't like your subject. She said, yeah, you're going to learn to love it. A couple years later, top performer in her subject. And that's because of the dedication that she would have placed in me and stepping up to the challenge. She is one who, even after leaving the classroom, would always check in. And I can testify, not only to myself, but to all of our students, and check up on our journey, check up on our progress, and continue to encourage and inspire us. So much so that as we progress, she said she felt inspired. So it gives me great pride to welcome my teach, now referred to as Dr. Michelle Quealy, the Dean of Studies, for the certificate presentation. Come up to the stage, Doc. To assist Dr. Quealy with the certificate presentation, I welcome to the stage Dr. Kenneth Williams, the President of the ACC. No? Oh? Ms. Amethyst Davis, one of the ACC board members. Mr. Delon Skelke, another ACC board member. Ms. Anishka White, another past teacher of mine and Director of Business Studies. And Ms. Karima Karte, someone who I can testify to the quality of her work from sampling the work of her students. Chef de partie, I'm so sorry, I might have butchered that. But please, welcome to the stage.
Good evening, all. Protocol adopted. I wish to concur with you, Cara, that great things are indeed happening at the Anguilla Community College. This evening, we will distribute some 114 certificates of achievement to persons who undertook short courses in a diverse range of areas within the period February 2021 right through to February 2022. And for those of you who might still be wondering, this is not a graduation ceremony. It is an evening for short course takers to shine. Give them a round of applause. Let me therefore join with those coming before me to congratulate all of you, recipients of certificates, for your hard work and dedication and for sticking it right through to the end. I begin now, and I will begin with business, persons who completed Pearson BTech Level 2 Single Unit Bookkeeping for Business. Karine Carty. Ekel, Elizabeth Ekel. Odessa Garaway. Julian Hughes. Shireen Hughes. Ninette Richardson. Michaela Romney. Kimaro Smith. Katian Sylvester. Shavron Webster. Pearson BTech Level 3 Single Unit Research and Plan a Marketing Campaign. Odessa Garaway. And she will be followed by Cara gums. Shara Hodge, Karima Kati, and that's one of our in-house faculty, our chef de partie, and that's for BTech Level 4 Single Unit Marketing Principles. While Mrs. Kati is coming forward so that we speed up the process because it's quite a large number. Once you are here, I'm going to ask you to start edging a little forward. Pearson BTech Level 3 Single Unit Investigating Customer Service, Tanasha Gums. Sheriana Vanterpool. Level 4 Single Unit Entrepreneurship and Small Business Management, Shanella Carty. Cost and Management Accounting, Gina Richardson. Good Governance Certification for Directors and Senior Staff, Kimberly Fleming Griffith, Simone Harrigan, Les Roy Lake, Luciana Mendez Red, Danitza Mussington, and Condon Proctor. We move now to Creative Media and Information Technology. Pearson BTech Level 2 Single Unit Animation Techniques, Kwamel Barry. Level 2 Single Unit Communication Techniques for Creative Media Production, Erlene Anthony. Alicia Connor. Janice Henry Ritchie. And Warner Heredia Ross. Pearson BTech Level 2 Single Unit in Website Development. Website Development, Denzel Carty. We move on to construction, and our president is coming forward to do the honors, along with Ms. White. Level 2 single unit performing electrical operations, Roverick Connor. See, Roderick is walking like a boss. Stefan Fitku. Dwayne Gums, Justin Huggins, Dean Lang, Curvis Marie, Keanu Romney. Okay, Keanu is coming. And if Delano Smith, if you are here, you can begin to make your way forward. We have one female among all those males, and we are so proud of her. I think she has broken all gender barriers, and she will be receiving a level 2 single unit certificate for performing carpentry operations. Let's give Ms. Tanjira Huggins a round of applause. Level 2, single unit, performing plumbing operations, Delano Smith, I think he's not here, and the lone female for performing electrical operations, Tanjira Huggins. I think she deserves an extra round of applause for her brave effort. We'll move straight into certificates for humanities. I invite Mrs. Karima Kati, our chef de partie, to join our president. First, Spanish, Navadine Campbell. Shakiba Fanos. Farah Muhammad. Kizzy Otto. And Althea Richards Vanterpool. Thank you, Mr. President. And I now invite another board member in the person of Mr. Dylan Skelly to join our chef de partie on stage. And we have quite a number of certificates in the field of hospitality. We begin with Certified Front Desk Representative, Nakita Adams. Perlin Baptiste. Cherry Christie. Alida Fleming Williams, Andrea Hilliman, Lisa Hodge, Kemisha Proctor, Norma Richardson, and Abiel Telemac. Norma Richardson. We have 2 persons for Certified Hospitality Department Trainer, and they are Betania Richardson and Cara Gums. So that's one of Cara's steps. We move now to becoming a bartender, the ABCs of operating a bar. Cloverine Bryan. Corwin Carty. Andre Grenville. I think this is Cloverine. Carlston Julius. Jarik Richardson. Munifa Walker. We now move to baking and or cake decorating, which covers pastry, quick breads, cakes, and icing. Rosemary Brooks. Lavonda Delaney. Kathy Ann Nanton. Godfrey Nurse. Severin Pradel. Kadeen Roddix. Andrea Richardson. Fola Richardson. Kathy Ann Sylvester. Terrell Babro, Shona Connor, Kerry-Ann Gums Hales, Janika Richardson. And under hospitality, some students also took a communication course particularly tailored for the hospitality industry. Augustina Carbon, Natasha Connor, Betania Richardson, Hermia Henderson, Macy Hodge, Sherika Johnson. So this is Hermia. Darnell Perkins. Christy Ray. Tafari Richardson. Sherriana Vanterpool. In the area of customer service, we have Amani Connor, Shanelda Connor, Macy Hodge, Misha Juno Baptiste, Tanya Mars, and Darnell Perkins. We have 3 persons who undertook a course of study in first aid: Nakita Adams, Darnell Perkins, and Sharon Richardson, who is our Director of Hospitality. Ms. Richardson cannot come to the stage now, but I'm going to ask you to give her a round of applause. You see, teachers too take the leap. Food, beverage, and labor cost control, 1 person, Brunel Richardson. 1 person for introduction to hospitality, Myron Connor. And our final but longest list is in supervisory management. Melissa August, Vinetta Brooks, Dwayne Connor, Gregory Connor, There goes Gregory. Tashana Connor. Kadisha Cupid. Tacomber Duncan. Donis Elliott White. Khadija Fleming. Valda Garvey. Rose Glasgow. Desia Goodridge. Richard Grant. And I recall Mr. Grant gracing this stage last year around the same time to receive certificate for electrical. And so Mr. Grant Cara is one of those persons who decided to keep stepping. Melisha Griffith, Sherry Hendrickson, Andrea Hilliman, Gustav Eiffel, Anuska Nikio, Kimisha Ray Hughes, Vince Rogers, Shanika Thomas, Shariana Vanterpool, June Walker, Simona Walker, Kerisha Webster, Yolanda Welsh, Fitzroy White, and our last person, Curlis Williams. And that's our last person. But before I depart, I just want to say how pleased I am to see so many of you here this afternoon. At least you have recognized the effort that we have put into recognize you. So it really warms my heart. So on behalf of the ACC, I congratulate you and will invite you to keep on stepping. Audience, may I ask that you give them another round of applause. And you are invited, recipients, to remain at the end of the ceremony. We want to have a group photo, so please don't run off. And if you need individual pictures, you can speak to Mr. Clenvio Hodge. Thank you so much. And I now turn back over to our chairman.
Thank you, Dr. Quillian. Can we get another round of applause for all of our recipients, please? Each and every one of you should be commended for seeing the value in pursuing your personal or professional development, and not only seeing the value, but for taking the step to get there, staying consistent, and making it to this milestone. I hope you are paying attention as all the different subject areas and certification areas were being called out, because this was one step. But as I said earlier, the ACC is on the move and we're moving with them. So figure out what your next step is quickly, because we ain't leaving none of you behind. Last but not least on the agenda, we have a selection by Miss Sandra Gums. Let's welcome Sandra with a round of applause, please.
Good evening, everyone. I too join in saying congratulations to all the recipients of the certificates for the various subject areas. And as I sing this song, This Is My Now, I want each and every one of you to reflect on the words. And as is the statement of the evening, keep on stepping.
There was a time I packed my dreams away, living in a shell, hiding from myself. There was a time when I was so afraid. Thought I'd reach the end, maybe that was then. I am made of more than my yesterdays. This is my now. I am breathing in the moment. I look around, can't believe the love I see. My fears behind me, gone are the shadows and doubts. That was then, this is your now. I had to decide, was I gonna play it safe? Oh, but somewhere deep inside, I try to turn the tide and find the strength to take that step of faith. This is my now. I am breathing in the moment. I look around, can't believe the love I see. My fears behind
this is your now. Thank you.
Absolutely excellent.
Audience, I just wish to call one more person who was inadvertently, her name is not here, but nonetheless she is worthy of her certificate. Janae Richardson, who did information technology. So we wish to invite her. Janae is our smallest person, but with a lot of personality. Let's give Janae a round of applause. Information technology. Another round of applause for Janae Richardson.
Dawn didn't have any remarks. Now she want to go with my program. So officially on our agenda for this evening, there's one more item. But as chairman of this evening's proceedings, I will use that position and take a little bit of advantage of it. And have my way just to inject two more quick things before we get there. First of all, I want to put the message out to all of you that the Anguilla Community College is recruiting as of now. And I want to take this opportunity as a shameless plug to advertise some of the courses that are now open for registration. Currently, there's a course in bookkeeping and accounts that registration is open for. Classes are from the 7th of March until the 13th of June 2020. There is a class in cake and pastry making. Classes are Mondays and they begin Monday the 28th of February. There is a marketing certificate available. You can register now and classes will begin on the 8th of March. And there's a class on developing individuals, teams, and organizations. Registration again is open as of now, and classes begin on the 14th of March and run until June. Anyone who is interested in any of these classes could reach out to Ms. Harris, or in fact, any member of the ACC staff who will be more than happy to get you registered or any of the further information you may need if you're interested. And if you would like to call the college, their number is 498-8395. So that's the first liberty I wanted to take, to push that out there and to encourage all of you to take up, if you're interested in any of these courses, the opportunity to further advance and develop yourself and your education. The second liberty I want to exercise, while I know that the last item on the agenda is the vote of thanks, and it is very important that we thank all of the persons who played a part to get us here, I would like us to end on a slightly different note. In fact, I would like to invite Ms. Livonda Delaney after the vote of thanks once again to the stage to again render a rendition of the ACC school song. And with each of you now having gone through this recognition ceremony, having completed your studies with the ACC as it pertains to this course, as we listen to this next rendition of the song, I want you to please focus on the words, focus on the message. Understand that as a student, someone who has passed through the ACC, as a member of our family, this song applies to you. And that when you hear it, you should be proud of it and you should aspire to emulate the principles contained in the song. So, After the vote of thanks, we will have our student to the ACC song again. And again, I'll just ask that we stand and pay attention to that. But before that, I would like to invite Miss Navadine Campbell to render the vote of thanks. A round of applause for Miss Campbell, please.
Good evening, everyone. Allow me to adopt the protocol already established. It is with great honor that I present to you the vote of thanks on behalf of the Anguilla Community College to a number of individuals and groups whose participation and contribution have all helped to make this recognition ceremony a resounding success. First, let me start by giving thanks to God Almighty for making this ceremony possible so that we could gather and celebrate our accomplishments with family, friends, and other well-wishers, especially in a pandemic who has caused so much pain, despair, and separation. To Mr. Michael Dumper Martin, thank you for your lovely rendition of the national anthem and national song. And to Ms. Lavenda Delaney for your beautiful presentation of the ACC song. It was well delivered. Pastor Samuel Daniels, we are grateful for your uplifting prayers and for commending the proceedings into God's hand. Thanks are also extended to the following persons: Ms. Clara Harris for introducing our chairperson, Ms. Avern Gums for giving remarks, Dance Factory for the excellent dance performance, Ms. Cara Gums for her very moving motivational speech. I certainly am inspired to keep stepping, and I hope that the rest of us will do likewise. Thank you so much, Cara. Dr. Michelle Queely and others who assisted in the presentation of certificates, Dr. Kenneth Williams, Amelphis Davis, Delance Kalikey, and Nishka White, and Kamara Carty. Ms. Sandra Gums for her beautiful selection in song, Honorable Jose Vanterpool for ably chairing the proceedings and keeping us focused. A number of persons have performed stellar work behind the scenes, and we are very grateful for their work. Mrs. Octavia Mercedes Fleming and her team for the fantastic work in the decor, What We Do in Anguilla for marketing, Titanium Audio Visual, in Anguilla for live Facebook coverage, the Anguillian for newspaper coverage, our course instructor, management, and staff of the ACC for your valuable contributions, guidance, and encouragement throughout our journey. We dare not forget the kind gesture of the principal and staff of our sister institution, the Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School, for allowing us to use the Rodney MacArthur Ray Auditorium to hold this evening's ceremony. And finally, to you, our supportive audience, thank you for your presence and cooperation this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, if in error anyone is not mentioned, do accept our apology. Thank you for all that you have done. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I leave with you this inspiring quote by Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful tool, a weapon which you can use to change this world. Do have a blessed evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Campbell. So to everyone here this evening, it was lovely spending the evening with you. Thank you for the pleasure and the privilege of being able to chair this evening's ceremony. And after we leave, I ask that you all get home safely. But as we close, we will have Ms. Lavenda Delaney to close us in the ACC school song. May we all stand, focus, and be inspired. Sing along if you know the lyrics. Thank you and good evening.
Like a beacon shining brightly, we saw spirit, intellect, and purpose. It is an honor to work together, serving our community. Yes, we aspire to shape the future. We salute the ACC with great pride and dedication. We pursue our mission to provide an education that's clearly second to none. Yes, we aspire to build a future and a better Anguilla. We take seriously our call to duty. Yes, we hail the ACC, and we shall never lose our focus, that spirit, intellect, and purpose. It is an honor to work together, serving our community. Yes, we aspire to shape the future. We salute the ACC. From all walks of life we gather with one aim, one agenda. Yea, we stand ready to conquer, to fashion our future. Our motivation and dedication to realizing our vision. We stand ready, equipped for duty. Yes, we are the ACC, and we shall never lose our focus, that spirit, intellect, and purpose. It is an honor to work together, serving our community. Yes, we aspire to build a future. We salute the ACC, and we shall never lose our focus, that spirit, intellect, and purpose. It is an honor to work together, serving our community. Yes, we aspire to shape the future. We salute the ACC.
If that message and that delivery doesn't give you goosebumps, I know what will. I just return one more time to remind the students and invite you all to stick around for the group picture that will take place after. Once again, thank you for coming out to the ACC. We salute you.